91.4 The Potluck. This is Let's Eat, Damnit, Kamina's #1 and number only late night cooking show. I'm Kat, and this evening we're focusing on family recipes. If I didn't use one of my moms, she'd rise from her grave and drop her headstone on my skull, so this one's for you, Ma. Every Cuban on Earth has their own version of arroz con pollo. She is no different, but neither am I. So this is my version of my mom's version of her dad's version of his sister's version of so on and so on. Arroz con pollo. Get a pen, folks, for your ingredients. Most of these are available at your local super-duper markets, but a few are more specialized. I'll save those for last. 1 2 large peppers. I tend to go with green and red, but mix them up, see what your palate prefers. 1 large onion. I favor yellow. 1 head of garlic. Let's call it 8 cloves, peeled and crushed. 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. 1 32-ounce container of chicken broth. 1 bay leaf, though sometimes I'll toss in 2. I know, call the tabloids. 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, or more if you like more. 2 teaspoons of cumin. I'd cap it there, though. It's pretty potent. 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, or more if that's your thing. But think of what your cardiologist would say. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. Be careful there, too. You don't want it to overpower. Half a cup of frozen baby peas. 1.5 cups of white cooking wine. A splash of white vinegar. A splash of lime juice. And here's where we're going to get tricky. Uncontroversial. Ooh la la. But, before we do that, I'm told we need to go to break because of... Yeah, Nora, I can't just tell them that... Okay, fine. I'm told there is some, and these words of pure poetry are not my own, but here you go, weird crap in the sky, and it might be disrupting broadcasts, so... back soon? Hopefully? Pray for clear skies. 91.4, The Potluck. 91.4, The Potluck. This is Let's Eat, damn it. It's raining outside, which is perfect cooking weather, so let's get back to our recipe for that Cuban classic, arroz con pollo. About to get to the tricky parts of the recipe. Courage, children, courage. So arroz requires a certain type of rice that can be harder to find than your standard grain. It's called parboiled rice. It's about 50-50 for me finding it in the supermarket, but you can usually find it online. No other rice will do. It's either parboiled or go order takeout. Tricky part 2. If you look at a bowl of arroz, or a similar dish paella, you'll notice that the rice is yellow. Now, purists will tell you that this color comes from having saffron, which will get the job done. But given the fact that I'm hosting a late-night cooking show for a small Packaway seaside village, my bank account barely has a single comma. And saffron is literally the most expensive spice in the world. So what you should look for instead is ground annatto. There are a few brand-name versions of it, but you'll have to do your own research for that. Ground annatto is considerably cheaper, easy enough to find, thanks again, Internet, and in my opinion, is indistinguishable from using actual saffron. Come at me, Big Saff. I'm not afraid. Anyway, my mom's recipe calls for 3.5 cups of parboiled rice, but I use 2.5 as I like my arroz just a bit soupier. Again, YMMB. Maybe try 3.5 your first time and then experiment after. Or live your best life, no judgment. As for the ground annatto, all you'll need is half a teaspoon. And be careful, it's a proper clothes stainer. Okay, and now for controversy. Let's talk about the P in ACP. Chicken. So long as arroz con pollo is cooked, world peace will never happen. Because it is a dish at war. There are people who believe, and I'm talking fundamentalist levels, that arroz con pollo only be made with bone-in, skin-on, thighs, and drumsticks. There are others who believe it must be bone-in, skin-off, thighs, and drumsticks. This is a war that goes back generations. It's encoded in our DNA. It has ended friendships, prevented marriages, everything just shy of bloodshed. And it will never get better, and I'm here to make it worse. But much worse? Well, you have to wait in here because, wow, is it coming down out there? We're gonna try and soundproof the booth a bit more. Nora, have you ever had rain pierce through that much? Yeah, me neither. Must be cats and dogs and logs and frogs out there. We're gonna find some, I don't know, thick towels? Necessity is the mother of invention. Necessity, desperation, pick a card, any card. Back soon, and hopefully with the water only ankle deep. 91.4, The Potluck. 91.4, The Potluck. You're listening to Let's Eat, damn it. Told the phones are down, the weather is worse, and I swear to God I saw my dead uncle out at the vending machine. But we have hungry listeners. So, like fake nails, we press on. When last we spoke, I mentioned the multi-generational, ongoing civil war that is what chicken is best used in arroz con pollo. There are those who bleed bone-in, skin-on, thighs, and drumsticks. And those who die 100 times before using anything other than bone-in, skin-off thighs and drumsticks. I've done both versions of the dish, multiple times. And I'm here to tell you that the superior way is to only use boneless, skinless chicken thighs and no drumsticks, not one. You hear that? That's every single one of my ancestors collectively cursing me out and then disowning me. And then cursing me out again. But I stand by it. Bones are a hassle. And who likes seeing a pile of carcass parts during dinner? Skin doesn't add much flavor, not for how the chicken is used in this dish. So you're just adding bland, chewy fat. Yum, yum. Thighs are the finest part of the bird in any configuration, and work beautifully with autos. And yes, I know, your great-great-great-great-great-grandmother's dying words were bone in, skin off thighs and drumsticks. I know, but the beauty of this dish, of any dish, of life, is that there isn't just one way to dance. So, for this recipe, may the spirits forgive me, I say use 8 boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Maybe bump it up to 10, maybe more if you're feeling carnivorous. So there are your ingredients. Actually, forgot one. I always cook with a fresh cup of coffee nearby. And I always tell people how to cook with a fresh cup of coffee nearby. And since I'm now seeing the bottom of this chipped mug, I do believe it's time for a break. Whoa, and it sounds like the universe agrees. Let's see if the pot finished brewing. We'll be right back with how the metaphorical sausage is made. Stay tuned for instructions. 91.4, the potluck. 91.4, the potluck. This is Let's Eat, damn it. So, if you were listening earlier, we went over the ingredients for the staple dish of Cuban cuisine, arroz con pollo. Time for instructions. And what's always our first step with any dish? Slap on some slippers. Never cook barefoot. Moving along. I do a dry brine on my chicken thighs. Not needed, but nice. Try to give them a few hours. And then it's time to cook. Get your favorite large frying pan and dress her up in olive oil. Season the chicken lightly with salt, pepper, and a little cumin. If you want to toss some cayenne on there too, I won't tell anyone. Cook your chicken on medium-high until your thighs are brown. Usually 5 or so minutes per side gets the job done. Just keep an eye on them. And if you're anything like me and detest the feeling of a greasy surface, for the love of tactile harmony, buy yourself a splatter screen. They're cheap, easily found on the internet or domestically, and work wonders. If you have one, I put it on top of the pan while the chicken cooks. You'll thank me later. And if you don't, you're lying to yourself in your kitchen counter. Shame on you. Thighs brown? Great, proud of you. Remove the chicken, add a splash more olive oil, and saute your onions and peppers. When the onion is looking translucent, or close to it, add in your mashed garlic, cooking another 2 or 3 minutes, stirring frequently. Now here is where 2 roads diverge. If you want to experiment with flavor, add those thighs back in and stir the whole lot together for another couple minutes. I'm still in the prototype phase of that step, so don't consider it signed and sealed, just something to consider. Otherwise, turn off the heat and get ready to go swimming. And speaking of swimming, I'm told that we are currently under a flash flood warning. Even though, we are nowhere near a main body of water, it isn't raining, and, yeah, okay, Nora, I'm coming. We're having to go dark to make sure we don't all simultaneously drown and get electrocuted. So, with any luck, we'll be back soon. And with no luck, well, guess you'll go hungry. Yeah, coming, Nora. 91.4, potluck. 91.4, the potluck. We didn't die! And to celebrate, we're back with Let's Eat, damn it. Tonight we've been making arroz con pollo, and when we parted sound waves, we had just finished cooking our chicken and veggies. Ahead of time, in a large pot, combine the chicken broth, white cooking wine, tomato sauce, splashes of white vinegar and lime juice, and all those seasonings. Done? Good. Now add your cooked chicken and vegetables to the bowl and set phasers to boil. Once it's all at a rolling boil, reduce heat to low, cover the pot up, and let it cook for 15 minutes. Again, on low. 15 minutes. After that, arriving fashionably late to the pecan party. Add the rice, bring it all to a boil again, and reduce heat to medium-low, favoring low. After the rice has absorbed some of the liquid, usually takes about 2 minutes, bring the heat down to a proper low and cover it up again. Remember, on low. And now, dear listeners, appetizing amigos, food friends, we wait. But for how long? Well, as they say, you can't hurry love. Generally, you should simmer on low for about 30 to 40 minutes or until the rice is fully cooked. But that depends on a lot. The pot you're using, whether your stove is gas or electric. Altitude, that's a thing, right? Basically, keep your one good eye on the thing and use your best judgment. Some folks say let it simmer until it doesn't look soupy, but some folks like it soupy and would say the exact opposite, so really listen to your heart, or your tongue. So long as the rice is cooked, sky's the limit. When you think you're getting close, add the frozen peas during the last 5 minutes of cooking only. Too early, and they'll become mush. Too late, and they'll be crunchy little green rocks disrupting your otherwise flawless food stuff. And that's dinner, folks. No shame in having a bottle of hot sauce on the side to give the dish a kick in the pants. Ditto a wedge of lime. I even know some weirdos who will put a dash of sweet soy sauce on their spoonful. I don't yuck their yum, even if I question it. Or just enjoy it as is. There's a reason it's the unofficial official dish of the island nation. I'm told, thank you, Nora, got it, that we actually may not be broadcasting right now. Something about, our radio tower is glowing blue. Now, I'm no electrical engineer, but, pretty sure that ain't supposed to happen. Doubly sure that can't happen. So, I'll wrap it. If you're anything like me, arroz con pollo is a dish that reminds you of the person who taught you how to make it. For me, it's my mom. Vibrant, colorful, full of spice, the cause of many arguments. Ma in a bowl, no doubt about it. And any dish that lets you travel through time like that is one worth dirtying your dishes. So, cook away, kids, and then, let's eat, damn it.